Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome once again to geography session. In this video I am discussing with you glossary. Glossary is a very important chapter, friends. Last chapter glossary. So please open that page and sit in front of the that page. So we will be discussing glossary. So now first term in the glossary is absolute humidity. So let's see what do you mean by absolute humidity. The amount of vapor in air at a particular time and place is called absolute humidity. It is expressed in gram per cubic meter. So once reading is very important. I'll be discussing very important topics in this, not all. Uh, borehole is a not an very important topic, but even then we will just throw light on that. A hole dug in the earth with a machine. Such holes are dug to take out groundwater from greater depths. For example, if you want to place a bore well, that is called the hole done to take out is borehole. Census, the act of counting heads. People from a specific region are counted, and this is called census. Such counting takes place after a specific time, that is, after every 10 years, a decade, because every now and then population will not change, will not have a vast change, but after 10 years, naturally, there will be a vast change. So, to find out the exact data of male, female, and all, and regarding literacy also, you can take census, everything will be in detail. So it is very helpful in regional planning. In India, census takes place after every 10 years in the beginning of a decade. The earlier census was conducted in the year 2011. There is also census taken of trees, animals and birds. Oh, this is new thing to be known. Okay, now we will be discussing about CBD. CBD, Central Business District, a classification of urban land use. In larger cities, the trade or economic transactions are concentrated in a specific part of the city. This part is generally located in the center of the city. This is called the Central Business District. We had earlier also discussed this topic. Generally, industries or residential areas are not found here. Population density is very less. Administrative offices of many establishments are located here. Cloud, the accumulation of very minute floating water droplets or snow particles in the air. Clouds are found at higher elevations. When the air cools to the dew point, it becomes saturated, and if the temperature reduces even more, then the vapor turns into water droplets. As these water droplets are higher in weight, they start floating in the air and form clouds. कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट विल बी कमिंग टू यू नेक्स्ट ईयर, तो उसका डिस्कस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Condensation is very important process which has to be discussed. As you all know, it's a familiar topic to you. The process of changing of matter from vapor to liquid state. By this process, the vapor in the air turns into water droplets. If the process of condensation occurs at the ground level, then the dew fog are formed. If it occurs at a higher elevation, clouds are formed. So it's very important from the point of view of geography. So if it occurs at higher elevation, the clouds are formed. Now, corporate social responsibility also we have discussed in the lesson. Now, dew is important. Minute water particles deposited on cooled surfaces in the morning or evening by the process of condensation in the air. Such small particles are found on the blades of grass or leaves of the trees. The temperature of the water is less than the surrounding air. When the water vapor in the surrounding air comes in contact with the cooler leaves, condensation occurs and water droplets are deposited on leaves. This is called dew. Discontinuity. This is also a very important process in the it has come in the seismic waves. So let's see what is discontinuity. You might have forgotten, we have discussed that earlier. In a graph, the discontinuity means changes occurring in the trend on the graph shown. Scholars always look for reasons behind such discontinuities. Seismologists found many such discontinuities in the trends of velocities of the seismic waves according to depths. They studied the densities of the material found in the respective depths and thus made estimation regarding the layers of the interior of the earth. There is discontinuity in the layers of the earth that we have studied. Okay, duration of the day. The specific span of a day from sunrise to sunset, as we can see the sun in the sky, we experience light and so we call it daytime. On the other hand, from sunset to the next sunrise, we do not see the sun and hence the duration is night time for us. The duration of a day changes according to season and also latitudinal location. One more thing I wanted to tell you that I may be putting the among from the glossary 2-3 topics. So please be alert and be active in the glossary. Glossary में 2-3 टॉपिक मैं डालूंगी पक्का ज्योग्राफी में, तो आपको टॉपिक पढ़ के रखना पड़ेगा और फिर उस टाइम में मत बोलना कि हमको ग्लॉसरी बोला नहीं था. आई हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन, आई विल बी गिविंग इन द पोर्शन ऑल्सो. सो evaporation, changing of matter from liquid to gaseous state is called evaporation. The transformation of water into water vapor is the most common example of evaporation. If the amount of water vapor in the air near the surface of water is more than the rate of evaporation is less. If the air is saturated, then evaporation does not occur. If there is a breeze blowing over the surface of water, that is, air is being circulated, then the rate of evaporation is more. Now, fallow land. Farmers do not grow crops in some parts of cultivatable land. Such land is called fallow land. The fertility of the land may reduce if it is cropped continuously. The farmer do not grow crops for some time on this land. This is called current fallow land. Okay. Fallow land is important topic. We have come across that fallow land. Almost all topics which we are discussing in the glossary we have come across, but the thing is that they are important from the point of view, so you must be knowing this meaning even if you are studying the geography. Okay, fog. Very minute ice or water droplets. Very minute ice or water particles floating in the air. Fog is different from the clouds. Fog is at a lower elevations and fog occurs due to local weather conditions. The visibility in the area reduces because of fog. Next is frost. There is a wide difference between frost and fog. It's a form of condensation. Frost is a form of condensation occurring near the Earth's surface. Because of the lowering of temperature, the vapor in the air converts into ice particles. Layers of such ice particles are seen on leaves of the trees or grasses. Frost is generally seen in the temperate region during winters. Geodynamo. A part of the Earth's core, it is mainly made of liquid outer core and solid iron inner core. Because of temperature differences, vertical thermal currents develop in the outer core and hot liquid start flowing in the upper direction. Comparatively cooler liquid starts flowing towards the center of the earth. Such spiral currents thus formed are parallel to the axis of the earth and in the form of columns. Many such currents are formed in the outer core of the earth. These spiral currents and the axis formed because of the rotation of the earth are together called geodynamo. Geomagnetic field. A part of the earth's core is mainly made of liquid and solid. The inner and outer cores are hotter than the mantle. Because of temperature differences, vertical thermal currents developed in the outer core and hot liquid starts flowing in the upper direction. Comparatively cooler liquid starts flowing towards the center of the earth. Such spiral currents are thus formed are parallel to the axis of the earth and in the form of columns. Many such currents are formed in the outer core of the earth. This gives rise to the magnetic property of the earth. This gives rise to the magnetic field and magnetosphere around the earth. Gross national product, GNP. Gross national product is an indicator of the economic activities of the country. It is the value of the goods and services produced by the citizen of a country. This includes the income of the citizens, incomes of the national companies located in foreign countries, but does not include the income of foreigners generated in the country. Next is gyre. At some places, a circular pattern of movement of the ocean currents is seen. The equatorial currents flow from east to west. Because of the influence of easterlies, we also discussed about types of winds, children. Do you remember? If you remember, you can also refer to the videos. I don't know the date, but definitely I have discussed about the types of winds, easterlies, westerlies, planetary winds, and all that we have discussed. And you must be having little knowledge about that, because that is the all the topics covered in geography. If you are reading geography, you must be well acquainted with it. The equatorial current flows from east to west because of the influence of easterlies. Near the continents, these currents turn towards the north or the south according to the hemisphere. Later, their direction changes because of westerlies and they start flowing towards the west. These currents get bifurcated near the continents and flow accordingly. One of the bifurcated current against flow towards the equator, and hence a circular pattern of movement of currents is formed. The water in the center of this circular pattern is somewhere still calm. Such patterns are formed in all oceans. In North Atlantic Ocean, a similar pattern formed is called Sargasso Sea. Sargasso Sea. Okay, uh, next topic is heavy industries. The industries where the finished products are large in size and heavy, where large size and heavy machinery is used, are when the production process is multi-dimensional, are where the industries occupy a large area. Example, iron and steel industry, automobile industry, etc. are considered as heavy industries. Okay, so we'll be discussing many more topics in the coming videos. And now it is horizontal distribution. A distribution parallel to the horizon. In the study of climate, there are changes in temperature and pressure on the Earth's surface at different places. Similar changes also occur according to elevation. Elevation का मतलब होता है height दोस्तों. The distribution of these along the surface of the Earth is called horizontal distribution. Study of these according to their elevation is called vertical distribution. According to अगर surface रहा तो उसको horizontal distribution बोलते हैं. According to अगर elevation रहा तो उसको vertical distribution बोलते हैं. Okay. Industrialization. Process of establishment and development of industries in a region is called industrialization. Inner core. Part of the Earth's core. In 1935, Ingi Lehman, a Danish seismologist. Seismologist is the one who study about waves, inner waves. Different types of waves are there inside the Earth. So, one among them is seismic waves, and the person who studies regarding the waves is called seismologist. Discovered that part of the core is different from the outer core. He propounded that though the outer core is liquid, the inner core is solid. Later, scientists from Japan confirmed the same in around 1940. On the basis of information gathered with the help of advanced and accurate seismometers, this was accepted in 1970 that although outer core is liquid, inner core is solid. Okay. So, while writing about core, you should be knowing that inner core of the earth is solid, outer core is liquid. Interior of the earth, this also we have studied, children. Not all are new topics to you, all are familiar to you, but the thing is you should pay little attention to these topics, not because this is going to come in exam, but because you are studying geography, so you must be knowing these things. Okay. Interior of the earth. The part of the earth from its surface to its center is called its interior. It contains 3 layers within each other. From the surface, they are crust, mantle, and core, respectively. Crust is the uppermost layer, mantle, and then core. Crust is the layer on which we live. Land used for public purposes. Generally, such provisions are made in urban land use. As population density is higher in urban areas, some land is reserved for recreational purposes of the citizens like playgrounds, garden, green zone, parks, etc. and is used for only those purposes. जैसे हर एक स्टेट में एक या दो नेशनल पार्क्स रहते ही है, तो ऐसे that will come under land used for public purposes. So large scale maps, a type of map according to scale. These maps give detailed information about small areas. Generally, maps having a scale of 1:10,000 or greater RF are called large scale maps. Village maps, maps of farms are examples of large scale maps. So, children, will be continuing in our next video. Till then, have a good day.